No. Sparkle. Fuck me. Pink. Kawaii. Sweet. Fuck!
The first thing I hear when I get on it, sparkle, pink, fuck.
Bouncy.
Yeah, do bouncy. There's a delay.
Flowers.
Jesus.
Fuck! I don't...
Like love.
I feel like that'll go for the go on the... Okay. Fuck you! Warm. Fuck! Kitty.
I'm so delayed and it's so annoying
Firefly.
because I know
oh
what's
my
happening.
god. Treasure. Fuck! Dazzle. Oh my god. Fantasy. Happy.
Who are you trying to get? Are you trying to get
The pink. Pink!
The pink? Pink?
Pink! Fluffy. Color. Oh my god. I don't want you, Sayori. Heaven Sent. Oh my god. Anime. It's definitely gonna please Sayori. Way more.
It's going to. I can just tell.
I don't wanna. Hi! Jesus Christ.
Whoa. Is that who you were going for?
No. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't overwhelming for you. Maybe it didn't make it hard first than others, or when you're not accustomed to it.
I don't like that I'm delayed. That's like...
What are you laughing at?
You're just breathing so heavily and so depressed.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting.
How much is this?
Doki?
much is it?
Like 10, 15.
Well, I can get Doom Eternal for 15. And... Literature Club Plus?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's 15.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Remember when I told you, I'm probably not gonna get a job during the school year?
Yeah.
Well, I'm forced to now.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna work on like Sundays.
We'll just come to the market.
I'm gonna try Target first, cause...
Do you like lifting stuff?
Sure, I need it.
Huh?
Sure.
Like, why would you want to work at Target? Like, why? Like, I'm not trying to be, like, annoying or anything. I'm just, like, asking why.
I don't have a particular reason.
Okay, then just come to the Boggers Market. You literally, basically all you do all day is just lift shit.
Okay. I'm gonna only work on Sundays, though.
Well...
That's the thing.
Well, then they probably won't hire you. I don't think anyone will hire you if you only work on Sundays.
Exactly, it's annoying.
We're gonna seem
like no time.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the first place. It's a literature event, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes. Okay. Natsuki would love
well,
to do that.
Cupcakes.
Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. It wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't but wonder what it would be like in this world through her eyes. Whoa! Jesus Christ!
Whoa! Whoa.
So close.
That's like...
Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for falling asleep. This isn't the napping club. Does the school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I got so much to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days of the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry. It's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around here. I rub my fingertips to the sides of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get to right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. It isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. What is it? Well, I was just thinking of how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are bigger and boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. See, so if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you could come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, sorry. Oh, I was joking that time. Man, it's a positive tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we start our poems now? I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn paper from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote her in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, her. I don't remember her.
Natsuki. Well, it's about time. It's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't involve any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass.
Do you want?
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone is in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess I went more into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I'm reading so fast.
I can tell.
Let's go to Sayori, and just because she's gonna love my poem.
You're reading it, and then it takes like.
You must be seriously overreacting.
Like
I'm not good at write at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what's like either. Haha, jeez. I'm sure your opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Orin poem. Why did she use my name?
It's an Orin poem.
That makes it feel extra special, like you can feel your feelings in it. Sorry, hugs a sheet of paper, sheet against her chest. You're so weird. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of when you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Arn. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here today, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you there then. Yay, now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I was really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night.
No.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I meant to say that to you. That was a bad poem. But I came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds like just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast.
Eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah, but next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading the poem.
Oh, her!
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time reading a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you more valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri apologizes himself or me to or Junoski. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? What?
What?
I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Huh? That's actually the story isn't about ghosts at all, Aaron. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you.
What?
Monica.
I didn't even know it was a ghost story in the first place.
Hi, Oren. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, new activity, think we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Aaron. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of bear that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? See? I wanted to please Natsuki, not Sayori. You and Sayori are really good friends, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think the kind of vibe when I get reading your poems. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she's like exploring with emotion like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'll just see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall.
Hold on, what?
Hole in wall. That's the poem title.
Hole in wall. I see
It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poets have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ugh. See, even my character in the game knows, bro.
Phew.
I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sari and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sawyer liked it and Aaron did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time in establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Aaron liked that poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands. Whoa, why'd the music stop? Gavin?
My sound isn't on.
The music stopped. Like it's dead silent.
I hear no music.
Yeah, it's dead silent. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. Welcome back, music. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Arn appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Aaron started showing up. Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Both of them said it. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Aaron, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that summer running is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Aaron. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Aaron? Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be... Yuri? You're really talented? Oh, well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha, shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? She was so mean. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder, Sayuri nodding vigorously. I can just hear that. Just yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Oren. Jeez. Or sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. But everyone stopped staring at me. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki had a harder time with this than she boasted. Sorry, Monica, look away. Anyway, the thing about your reviews, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, they're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sorry. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure that she appreciated it, sorry. Sayori. I passed Sayori on the shoulders. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Orin. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace for the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, atmosphere? What the fuck is an atmosphere? I mean, I guess that kind of works still.
Are you for?
Still. Maybe. Atmosphere!
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere! Yeah. Hemingway? No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we get home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, what's the club is for? What?
I have to crack my toe, but like it won't.
Which one?
The big one.
Okay, grab it, right?
Okay.
And then twist like out. Like, okay, which foot is it?
It's the right foot.
Okay, grab it, and then twist to the left, like outwards.
Ah, hold on.
Like you know how me and Jake crack our. You know how me and Jake crack. You got it. Okay. Okay. I disagree, Monica. What about?
Breath.
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's only that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Aaron, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Aaron, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why you make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Aaron, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I passed Sayori on the shoulder. I said more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, Okay, Natsuki. How to feather.
Once you're done with this poem, I'm going to bed.
What? Games. Fucking clouds. Flying. Fuck! Waterfall. Kitty. Fucking blanket.
Blanket. Did you get it?
Yes, I did. Pout.
Party. I'm kidding.
Parfait, loud, explode, bouncy, atone, charm. Fuck! Bunny.
Maybe you can count it on that one. She likes the cute little animals, I think.
Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Giggle. Fluffy. Fickle. Nope, that's Yuri. Sweet. Sugar.
Fickle. I don't even know what fickle
Vitality.
means.
Despise. Play. Fuck. Fury, sparkle, whistle. Whistle. Anime. Kawaii. Let's go! I got Natsuki!
Confirmed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
you
day
got her up
passes,
on.
and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little
Alright,
more comfortable
I'm
here
ahead
over
of-
the past. Okay, see ya. Okay, I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Oren. Yo, Sari. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not you. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just want to look at it. Ah, sorry, nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on a desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought the snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more reason. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel so guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Arne to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got 2 observers in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun inside of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you somewhere. I guess a little devil inside us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Jesus. Yeah. Ow, what was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Restitution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Nazi, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot of joy over just a lot over just one cookie. Nasi takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Nasi. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared one with me. Sori gets out of her seat and goes behind Nasi and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Nasi reaches over to nudge Sori off her. Sori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Nazi's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sari trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sari? Nazi glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't right, you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Orin. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing... Whoa. Excuse me. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out story's mischievous Escabod. Is that Escabod? Is that how you say that? Hold on, I need to look this up because I'm gonna think about it all day. Is it escapade or just Escabod? It's probably escapade. Come on, load phone. It is escapade. Okay, escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Shuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh, I hear Natsuki uttered an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping a collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga! You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyways? I heard you break it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all over your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Haha, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through a glass door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I just didn't say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Orin. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She slipped the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I sit against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Why did it stop? Game? Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Oh, okay. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't sit and we can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess they need to be close together. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting that close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki and once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space when she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You're gonna go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Gradually, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's really funny chapter. There's obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstory, when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you yet at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Whoa! Holy. We read her on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I don't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I'd ever get any friends to read this. They just think the manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time, but it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. So I forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Oh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I should make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. Even if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, return to where I put my stuff, and carefully slip the book into my bag. Let's go to Monica first. Hi again, Oren. How's your writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy with that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Oren. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They could be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're just written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express the views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're also super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright. Whoa. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent... God damn it. Fucking... There we go. Violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Hold on. That's an autosave, okay. I shall be black. And I'm back. Okay. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Hold on, what if I... Settings... Exit Ddlc. Yes. No? What? Choose not... Oh. Excuse me. Files. 824. I kind of like playing with the space on my paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I word the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me in the back of the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, you mean, you know, Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute, I mean, well written. No, I mean... that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shows my poem back towards me. Huh? Reading it again, I decided that it's not great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. No, what does doki doki even fucking mean? Doki doki is a Japanese onomatopoeia for a heart beating quickly, usually with anticipation or excitement. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kind of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by its taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I learned? I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time... God damn it. One time... I hate the drift. One time I hurt my leg really bad, and Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree to the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know about people like that? Of course, about everyone that thinks my... That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think at least less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure lots of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow's too, so look forward to it. Let's just go to sorry. Cat. Shut up. Lay. No, it's not. Okay. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little little rain cloud in your head, sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. It makes a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Oren. I should go write that down then. You can read my poems now, okay? Oh, it's the cookie jar. I remember this. Okay then. Holy crap, sorry, did you actually write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. Almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Mostly because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The pony came out really came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Suri always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica, oh god, I don't have my glasses on, finishes the recitation. Oh, okay. What does that even mean? Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. What did you complain about just yesterday? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our... I'm talking about... Jesus. I'm talking about our other part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on how our own events for now. Fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry so much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Told me to shut you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything embarrassing. Since they've been practicing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Too many personal negatives, shuffling through some script at the desk. What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Sayori recently? Anything with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a loop, but she seems a bit downcast recently. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers over across the room at Sayori, who's utterly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Warren. You're sure you know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe she has things on her mind as you, Arn. Huh? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori was always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Warren. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should probably forget what I said. I'll try to talk with her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know what I won't forget her words out of my head. Monica stands up from the desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? Am I letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you, huh? Lucky to see Masky next to me? Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried, I was just... Masky glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right, something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something bothering you, you could just tell me, then tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assume you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles the last part. No, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori, thinking about her? She seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. Masky exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyways, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably just doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book and she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's nowhere to worry about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. I pull the first volume of Parfait, I don't know, fuck, out my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did the volume leave off again? I forget. Oh, the chapter ended with Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. Hichi got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean it up a little. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on a top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a clock stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hang them and get them. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool and ends up being a little wobbly because it's collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top fells. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the book, and Natsuki is a little stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller books to the edge of the shelf. See? The book suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wow! Loses balance. Natsuki hops on the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. Mm, 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 mm. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, and bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in a windy sail, and you remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something about a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write about anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then come up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic, and us both wrote about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that, too. Making straight about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyways. I guess mine ended up kind of being metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, a victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall. Oh, Jesus. Did I go past it? Yeah, I did. And I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Well, anyway, here's Monica rating tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your rating because you're afraid it's not good? It can easily be disheartening to get a lukewarm response. Whoa. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you more continue to improve. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Man, let's just get started already. Shut up. Guess I'll do the other one now. God damn it!